we have Mr. Mark Truitt has paperwork.
Thank y'all. Let me speak to you again this week. Got some new stuff. We talk about some of the old stuff. I had 3 or 4 things to show to you, and I realized they all had one thing in common, and that was they kind of all related to us being honest with each other about things. I know a lot of times you guys don't trust everybody here. I know the people here don't trust y'all, and we are going to have to be open and straight about what we talk about. One thing in particular that Ryan and I had discussed was Roger Hand mentioned y'all a while back about Oklahoma, that they had a moratorium on wind farms in Oklahoma. And Ryan brought my attention that that was not true, but it didn't. He said it was a small part of Oklahoma and it didn't pass. And it's still not true. What it actually was, everything east of I-35 was passed by their state senate. So almost exactly half the state had a moratorium passed by the Senate, but it did not be passed by the governor.
So it didn't pass.
So we're all right. It did not pass. But it was not 1 or 2 counties, it was half the state. And it did pass the Senate. Anyway, enough about that. Everything I've got for you today kind of relates to the honesty and us, using facts and not feelings. We need to talk about facts. Another thing Ryan and I had talked about was Reggie's video from in Vermont, where Anthony Daniel filmed the video. Some of y'all saw that. Ryan, I believe you told me that something about they only had 2 people up there that they complained. They actually had 2 people that complained before the wind farm got built. They've actually had a lot of complaints since the wind farm was built and been in operation for a couple of years. I've got was able to gather up some of those complaints in writing where they had been formally handled, and they actually reach out to 2.5 to 3.5 miles. So it's a pretty big area that they've had complaints, and it's more people than just Reggie and Melody. There's actually some new names there. We're still just, I want to get back to Steve. That's the one. I'm going to be spending a few days up in New York next week. I'm so happy to get to go over there and visit with the actual Connecticut wind farms. We've had a lot of problems, and I'm about 50 miles away from it. I don't have any way to get up there. But found out last minute there's some 10 kilowatt wind turbines right there where I'll be staying in the same community. So I may be able to get you some information on those, but it's not a fair comparison to compare a 10K to a 2 megawatt. But anyway, maybe I can get some local information about that. Another thing, we had asked a long time ago if y'all thought that I don't remember who answered the question, but we asked if you thought the wind company would ask for an abatement on the taxes. I think somebody said that they probably would ask. I don't know if that was Ryan or Mr. Size or whoever said they would probably ask for that. Be likely that they would. Ryan's already got a copy of this, but this is Alabama Act 2008-275. If I'm reading it correctly, Ryan, you can.
I've read the majority of that.
If I'm reading it correctly, this will abate all taxes except anything that's already earmarked for schools. So schools will still get their money, but there won't be any property tax or sales tax collected from the construction or the operation of the wind farm. Who did you get one? Oh, so y'all read that and ask your lawyers, ask whoever you talk to about stuff like this, but that was passed on the pretense of biomass and farmers' fuel. So if they transport a load of manure or a load of tree trash to a biomass facility, they get a fuel rebate. But as you read on into it, it's got anything over $100 million investment will automatically be exempt. They don't have to apply. They don't have to ask you if they qualify. They're exempt. So
yeah, that is a state where the state, it was done back in 2008. It was back when they were trying to, when gasoline and everything got so high, and they were trying to give some sort of kick, or not, or a subsidy back for those who are using diesel fuel and things of that nature. But it also, it doesn't mention wind turbines or wind farms in the bill.
I think
But now, you cannot take away education taxes. You can never abate education taxes.
I'd be interested to know if the wind developers in Cleburne County knew about this. I kind of feel like since they came to Alabama not too long after this passed, they probably had lobbied for it to begin with, and probably came here because of it. But I'm no expert on the law, so y'all talk to whoever you need to talk to, find out about that. One other thing, and like I said, honestly, kind of ties all this together. Most of you have seen the maps I've been circulating that represent a 1 mile buffer around the areas that, to my knowledge, would be used for the wind farm. As you can see in those complaints, the complaints go out 2 and 3 miles, but for the most part, places that had problems are asking for a 1 1/4 mile setback. So I thought if we had a 1/4 mile setback, everybody within a mile should still be concerned about it. So I use 1 mile. I can do 2 miles, I can do 1.5 miles, whatever number you want to plug in. It's easy to do. I've heard people mention that there were only 4 homes in the immediate area, not really anybody else that lived within a mile of the property. So I thought it was important to find out for sure. Turns out that we've got quite a bit of folks that live in here in this area. You go and get y'all the these and all that. That's what I'm telling you about. Within a 1 mile radius of the Kitchens, land trust property, land partnership property, and the Casey property that I don't know for sure if it's involved or not. We assume that the Casey may be developing a couple hundred acres to the west of Mr. Kitchens. We've got $28 million worth of property out there. We've got $52,000 in revenue paid to our local tax assessor. $52,000 in taxes collected there. When I wrote this down into I took out all the duplicates and redundancy in the list, ended up with about 140 different property owners out there. So, like I said a month ago, we had potentially hundreds of people out there. You keep in mind that 140 property owners, that does not mean that there's people living on every one of those pieces of property. But it also doesn't mean that anybody that rents property or anybody that rents a home or rents a mobile home, and we've got several mobile home parks out there, at least 4 of those seen. So we got a large number of people there. The other thing just takes into consideration is the future use of any of this property that hasn't been developed, that doesn't have anybody living on it. So there's a lot of vacant property out there within 1 mile. But somebody may be planning on building a home next year or 10 years or sometime down the road. But if you're interested in talking to any of the people that live out there or own property out there, there's your list. It gives you the names, the value of the property, the acreage, and then I'm not able to give you a distance because it's just entirely too much work. But if you look at the map on the second, third page of the maps, the second page covers the Highway 46 area from before County Road 43 almost to County Road 42. And then the third page on the maps covers the Red Hall Road area from right after you start at Red Hall Road near Robbie Roberts' house on down past the curve to the left. That's your 1 mile buffer zone. Like I said, the reason I feel like 1 mile is a reasonable distance to work with is because if we had a 1/4 mile setback, and all these towns that had problems are recommending a 1 1/4 setback. So you had a 1/4 mile to a mile, and there you go. All these people will have complaints. All these people will be affected. The people out within a mile, 2 miles, possibly 3 miles, we don't know what kind of complaints and problems they may have, but I assure you, from what people I've talked to and the communities that have had to change their ordinances or change their laws to stretch out to a mile and a quarter, we need to be concerned about all those folks. Make sure I got one little map and one more list of property you guys can see. Let me leave you one last thought. Everybody around the country, you probably heard all kinds of cliches about how people think they were dumb and were, typical Southern cliches about people being ignorant down here. Let's don't prove them all right. Let's do our homework. Y'all guys keep working on this and look at some real verifiable facts. And if I thought any of these folks that live out there that have been protesting against this thing, if I thought any of them had just been intentionally dishonest with me, I wouldn't have anything to do with it. But as far as the thing on Roger Hand coming in here and saying I'm going to have more authority, that was not intentional. That was something that we all had talked about and we believe to be true. Everything I've handed you, I believe to be true to my best ability. If it's not, I would appreciate it if y'all let me know.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.